In this video, I'm going to do a brief demo of HubSpot's new prospecting agents. This is, one of the first AI agents that HubSpot has rolled out, and as the name probably implies, this is a really powerful tool for prospecting more effectively as a salesperson. So to get started, you can go to Breeze here on the left-hand side, and you can visit Breeze Marketplace to peruse all of the agents available. If you scroll down a little bit, you should be able to find the prospecting agent. You can go ahead and add this agent. You can find the prospecting agent over on the left-hand side in sales. And I'm going to create a new agent. So I'll go ahead and click agent setup right over here. And then I've created one already, but I'm going to go ahead and create a new selling profile right here. And I've actually already gotten started on this selling profile, and I've filled out some information already. So this is going to be a selling agent for a fictitious company in the financial services, facilitating DST 1031 exchange. So the company is selling DST offerings, and it basically asks you for some other information on what the company's value proposition is, what pain points you're looking to solve, the personas that you're targeting. So I filled in all of that information already, and I'm going to go through the next few steps to show you how to put this together. So you can go ahead and choose who the contact owner is that will be leveraging this prospecting agent. Whether it's yourself as the contact owner or someone else. And from there, you can review outreach options. I recommend, when you're just getting started with this tool, to select review before sending for the email approval option. If you click send automatically, basically this prospecting agent will source contacts and send them emails automatically without your approval. And that can quickly become a recipe for disaster, especially if you have not fine-tuned your agents. It can end up sending out a bunch of emails that you don't necessarily want it to send out to prospects. So I would definitely click off this review before sending option. You can select the tone for the emails that will be sent out from the agents. And then you can review outreach options from here. And then once you're all set, you can go ahead and click Create Selling Profile, and it should put together your prospecting agents. All right, and you can see it right here. I'm going to go ahead and make this one the default agent. And from here, we can go to enrollments and put this agent to work. So I've already added a couple contacts to the prospecting agent. I've enrolled a couple of contacts, and I'm going to go ahead and add a few others. I'm going to go ahead and enroll a couple of my colleagues. But do note that once you set this up, this agent will pull in contacts. It'll research contacts for you based on the criteria that you've set up and pull those contacts in for you to review. So I'm going to go ahead and just enroll contacts manually myself, just to show you what this looks like once contacts are already added to the prospecting agents. I'll go ahead and add a couple employees of colleagues of mine. And I'll start enrolling these contacts. All right, and you can see it's researching Kevin, it's researching Taylor. After a few minutes, HubSpot has finished reviewing these contacts that I've pulled into the prospecting agents. You can see the status says ready for review. And so let's take a look at the research that the agent did and see the email that it drafted up. So you can see Kevin was enrolled, um, and the prospect agent researched Kevin. Let's check out the research. Kevin Chabra is on marketing operations manager at GK3. All right. So for the most part, I think the research is pretty spot on. It's definitely not perfect. You can see here with 100 years noted. Uh, I think it meant to say 100 years collectively between team members at GK3 or something to that effect, because clearly he does not have 100 years of experience in operations himself. But for the most part, this looks pretty spot on. It also does some research on the company as well. Pulls in quite a bit of detail about Kevin and the company that we are prospecting. Uh, let's check out the email that it drafted up. Hi, Kevin, given your expertise in operations and your focus. So, I won't read through the whole thing necessarily, but, I think this is a really good starting point for an email. Maybe could use a little bit of tweaking. In that case, you can click edit the email and then change around the copy as you'd like. And then save email updates. Once you've reviewed the email that the agent has drafted up, you can go ahead and click the box to the left of the contact and you can go ahead and approve outreach. And then from there, the prospecting agent will reach out to the contact. All right. So really cool feature. Like I said previously, you can set this up to run on autopilot so that it essentially reaches out to contacts for you without even having to approve the emails that it sends out. Definitely walk before you run using this tool. Definitely review the emails first that it drafts up, before letting it do that on its own automatically. But as you saw, it's definitely not perfect. Some of the research that it did on Kevin wasn't quite right. So, definitely err on the side of caution when using this tool. But despite its shortcomings, I think this is a really powerful way to reach out to prospects. Definitely something to experiment with.